Hey guys, what is up? Good morning. I'm excited to take you guys on a day in my life today. I am nearing the end of my 6-month contract as a locums physician. Actually, it ends today, and I want to talk to you guys about what's next and what influenced my decision, if I'm going to stay or not, what, like how I feel about locums. Just want to be insightful for you guys. So today's Friday. I'm going to start seeing patients first, and then if I have some time in between, I will talk to you guys and then definitely wrap it up, show you my day, and once I'm done, we'll talk about my decisions moving forward. If you're new here, hello, my name is Dr. K. I'm a physician, locum physician, and content creator here on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Follow me on all three. I am trying to get up my YouTube game. It's not really working, but I'm trying to keep making content for you guys because I really just think this is what works for my personality. I'm a chatty person, so lets me yap. But yeah, let's see these patients. I don't want anyone waiting. Get my notes done, get my stuff done, and then we'll talk in between as we go. So let's go. Alright guys, it is now 5:35. I am still here finishing up charts. I refuse to take them home with me, so I'm gonna finish these and then head out. I'm literally just now finishing up my day. Didn't even have a second to vlog or anything, which is honestly how it usually is. It's pretty busy and I don't want to distract myself with this stuff at work, so we can't film during, we just can't. My clinic is in a not so safe area, so we do have a guard who walks us after work, so I'm gonna go meet up with him now. Hey guys, so I'm finally out of work, and as you guys know, I just completed my first locum tenens assignment. It's kind of scary and cool. I'm excited to share with you guys more of what I've learned, how I've grown, and what I would suggest to other people who want to do locums, but really my options moving forward. I cannot believe that 6 months just flew by. When I was looking for the jobs last year, my locums rep was telling me that there's a 3-month option and 6-month option. I said 3 months, and she was like, it's gonna fly by, right? And she was so right, because 6 months flew by so fast. And I wanted to just share with you guys, now that we're closing the 6 months at my first locums assignment, how I feel, what I'm thinking about for next steps, how I want to move forward. I think overall the feeling I have is just gratefulness, because first of all, this is my first job and it was a huge learning curve as a new attending, but I think that having my locums consultant by my side really was helpful. Like I mentioned, she's worked with other physicians who've done this, and so having her support meant a lot. Also, just exploring the new territory of being a locum tenens doctor with a physician who also has done it, and meeting him on my first assignment was super cool. He's actually left to a different assignment now, so I'm at a point where I'm really exploring what I want to do next, whether that's taking some time off or switching towards something like urgent care, so I have a more of a variety in the kind of assignments I take. The sad part is that I'm really attached to my patients, so I kind of want to stay and continue the care with them, because really why I did primary care is because of continuity of care, and that's kind of why I was nervous to do locums at first, because I was like, wait, I will really miss my patients, and that's what I'm experiencing right now. At the same time, I've been looking for jobs for the past 3 months to see what my options are, and it's really cool to see a lot of urgent care options and a lot of occupational medicine, other family medicine jobs that are available, and it's just reminds me why I'm so grateful that I chose this specialty, because there's so much flexibility, and as a locums provider I do have a lot of options for what to do next. So let's recap the last 6 months. So my first couple months I was just easy into this job. They were not giving me a lot of patients. I say not a lot, but it was quite a bit, but I was getting less patients than obviously the doctor who'd been there for months, and it was a cool way to just get to know everybody, my staff, and I think I over time gained confidence as a physician as well. But being a new young female physician, I was definitely nervous at first, and I didn't really know how to approach staff and other physicians, and I think I was good at the patient part, but I think over time I've really learned the things that I want to work on as a physician. I think the biggest thing I've learned in the past few months, besides the patient care part and the medicine part, which we'll talk about soon, is how to carry myself as a young physician. I think that we don't talk about enough, because there is a part of like the medical knowledge that you're supposed to know, obviously, and you're supposed to know how to do procedures, and that's all very important. We always talk about it, but like we don't talk enough about how it feels to be a young physician that, you know, people sometimes still doubt because of how you look young and they think that you're not experienced. It's been really nice to prove myself in the best way possible, not just to my patients, but to people I work with and to my staff. And I think over time I've learned how to just carry myself, and that's been really, really awesome. I have really enjoyed working with a nurse practitioner friend that I made at this facility, and you know, I think her support and guidance made my job easier. She knew everyone at the facility. She was familiar with the type of patients we were dealing with. She was familiar with the patient care part of it too, and so it's been nice having someone who's a mentor. Even though the physician who was a locums left, I still have somebody to lean on, and obviously she asked me her questions as well. So like I mentioned, who you work with makes a huge difference, and so now that I've gotten used to and I actually like the people that I work with at this facility, I am strongly considering extending this assignment, but it's always nice to have other options even while you're in the process of, you know, possibly negotiating your current assignment, because you want to know what's out there, you want to have some leverage to negotiate, and it's also good to know what you've grown into. I think that because I've grown into really enjoying these patients and developing a relationship that I was really missing from residency, I'm strongly considering staying. But I also know that if this did not go well, or if I was at a point where I could not, you know, be at this facility, I have the option to leave. And that's the beauty of locums, is that you're never, you know, you're not bound to stay if you don't want to. Overall, it's been a learning curve, but like a beautiful one at that. I think especially with, like I mentioned, having a team to support me, my locums consultant, the team at work, the staff that I work with, and my awesome patients made it a lot easier. In retrospect, I am so glad that I chose the locums route. I really don't even know if I could do like a regular job or a perm position, at least not at this moment, because I just love the flexibility that locums allows me. There's something that I learned also in the past few months, is that, you know, you definitely don't get PTO. So I found myself making up for the days that I was off, but at the same time it was so nice to take off and know that, hey, I'm taking these days off, but they don't come from a PTO bank of like 4 weeks or 6 weeks. I can take as much time as I want off, as long as I give my facility a heads up, of course. But that was so nice to know that I could take time off and not like be out of days by the end of the year. I think that's the best part of locums, is like the flexibility and like the ability for me to pick up shifts when I'm more available and take off if there's a urgency. It's just super nice. I've learned so much, and I can't recommend doing a locums gig, honestly, even more so as a young physician early on your journey, because it's the best time to, you know, learn from other people, learn from different settings, and take time off, because you're so burnt out after residency that it's nice to have a job where you can take time off when you want. And it's cool to have the option even now to just decide to, hey, I want to take a month off if I want to, and that's a possibility. I might do that, we'll see. But anyway, so much I've learned, so much I'm grateful for, and I just have to get through this decision. It's going to be hard. I had a conversation with my locums consultant, and we talked about options and things that we can work on if I did extend at this facility. And so I have to look at the pros and cons, like I mentioned earlier, and what's best for me. But either way, I'm just so grateful for this opportunity. I spent an awesome time working at this facility, and it really grown a bond with my patients, and reminded me why I chose family medicine. And it just goes to show that you can have that like beauty of continuity of care as a locums doctor as well. You don't have to you know, sign a perm position to get that. And I do know that this facility would hire a perm if they wanted. I'm just not at that place yet. So but like I said, it's the beauty of having options is something that you can't put a price on, and I'm so grateful for this locums life for giving me that. So if you haven't already, my name is Dr. K. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at DRKAYDO, Dr. Kato. It's actually Dr. KDO, but anyway, nice to meet everyone, and I love sharing my journey with you guys. I love having you guys to share this with, and I'm learning just as hopefully you guys are too. So if you have any questions, drop them below. If not, I'll see you in the next video, and until then, take care.